Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. It is a great pleasure to be with you. As promised, more tools, more stuff. Yay! Now, for those of you who've read my Being You, Changing the World book, this is actually in the book. It's also in the 3.5-day class that I facilitate. So this is part of something that I've shared with people, and they've actually seen that it works, which is the reason I'm bringing this up. So how do you start creating what it is you'd like to start creating in your life? Well, there's basically a 5-step process for creating the change you'd like. And a lot of times I mix up the steps and put them in a different order, add different things just because it's what's up at the moment. So, first step is make a demand. See, one of the things that used to happen for me that was different than most of the people that I knew is I would see somebody who had something. Like, let's say somebody had a nice car, or they had a nice friend, or they seemed to have a lot of money. And what I would do in my world is, rather than go, oh, well, I could never have that, which is what I did when I was younger until sort of like my 20s, because that's what I learned from all the people I was around. Oh, I could never have that. And then I was jealous of them and resentful of them. But that always made me feel heavy. It didn't work for me even as a kid, but I didn't know what else to do about it. Until one day I read something, and I don't remember what it was. I read something that was this thing that changed my whole point of view. And so what I started doing when I saw something when I saw someone who had something that was something that I would like, instead of going, oh, I could never have that, I went, wow, okay, if they can have it, maybe I can too. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was also asking, wow, what's it going to take for me to have that? I didn't realize I was functioning as the question at that time. And once again, I'm asking you to bear with me on this lighting. I know it's kind of like, woo, there just aren't many places out here where I can film, so I hope this is okay for you. So what you want to do, first thing, is you want to go, okay, so what if all those things that I've been judging as not able to have, what if I could be inspired to know that I could have them because somebody else is having them? That's the first thing. So what you're doing is you no longer reject what it is you see other people having. Rather than reject it, you actually allow it to inspire you. Would you be willing to have that? Cool. So I'm going to give you another process, or you can just roll with it as you want. What stupidity are you using to create the rejection of everything that could truly inspire you are you choosing? Everything that is, times a godzillion. Will you destroy it and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. What stupidity are you using to create the rejection of everything that could truly inspire you are you choosing? Everything that is, times a godzillion. Will you destroy it and create it, please? Right, wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so the next part is to make the demand for something you truly desire. No matter what it takes, I will have that. It may take me 1,000,000 years to get it, but I'm starting today, okay? I will have it. That demand allows the universe to know you mean it and to start supporting you. And I've been introduced to a lot of people lately who have the point of view of God or oneness or consciousness. It's like all of that, yes. Consciousness, oneness, God, all the things that actually make you feel lighter when you think about them, all of that stuff, whatever it is for you, will support you. Some of you have a terrible connotation with God, by the way, because it's been used to bludgeon you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the universe, the consciousness, the loving, caring source contribution that is part of the world will contribute to you when you make the demand and say, you know what, I'm going to have this. Next step is ask a question. Wow, what's it going to take for this to show up? Because you don't know. You know what? It's not even your job to know. So you go, what's it going to take for this to show up? And here's the thing that has stopped a lot of us is, let's say it's going to take a journey of 1,000 steps to get there. We believe that if we don't see all 1,000 steps and know how to take all 1,000 steps, that we're not even going to start on the journey because we're a failure already. Wow. Everything that is, everywhere you bought that from anybody who perpetrated that on you is their point of view, that should be your point of view, that is now become your point of view, even though you don't want it as your point of view. We destroy and create it, please. Times a godzillion, right? Wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Whew, that's got a lot of energy to it. Apparently we've been doing that one rather dynamically. Okay, so, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to take off my jacket, and I'm going to take off my jacket, and I'm going to move places because I think I found a place with better light. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Dain again. Okay, so I moved, and it's really bright, so if I look like a washed out ghost with a black shirt, sorry. So, you want to do that thing of asking a question. Okay, so once you make that demand, once you first get over the judgment that you can't have what somebody else has, let them, in other words, get out of judgment, let it be an inspiration. Next thing is make the demand that it's going to happen, and then universe, what's it going to take for this to show up? You want to ask a question. And the thing is, when you ask that question and you see all those 1,000 steps, your job is just to take the next step. So you go, what's it going to take for this to show up? What else is possible? How does it get any better than this? And then what is the first step that I have to take to actualizing this? See, actualizing it is bringing it into physical reality, making it real here on this plane. What is the next step I have to take to actualize this? And then everything that doesn't allow me to perceive the next step, I destroy and uncreate it and pock and pot it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, meows. And could pock and pot the itch in my nose. And then next is everything that doesn't allow me to be willing to take the next step. I destroy and create it and pock and pot it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and meons. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to get the sense of the way it would feel to have that in your life. In other words, get the energy of the way it would be to actually have that in your life, and just sit there for a few minutes and just bask in it. Just let it kind of come over you and be like, wow, okay, it'd be cool. Wow, that'd be awesome. Okay. And then what you want to do is put that energy out in front of you. And this is for obviously something a little larger, not for a pack of gum, okay? But put that energy out in front of you and get that energy about the way it would feel, and pull energy into it from all over the universe, and let little trickles go out to everyone and everything who's going to help make it a reality for you that you don't even know yet. And then there are going to be things you're going to have to do differently. See, unfortunately, what most people want to do is they want their whole lives to change, but they don't want to do anything different. They don't want to be any different. It's like, you can't have your whole life change and not choose to be different. Does that make sense? You need to do something different to create something different. This is a world based on doing. Now, magic can show up, but only when you're willing to do. There's magic out here, but only when you're willing to do, only when you're willing to make a phone call, shoot off an email, create a website, invite people to it, something. You got to do something in order to create what you're looking for. It may be call the motorcycle dealer. Hey, what kind of motorcycles do you have and at what price? See what I'm saying? If you never call the motorcycle dealer, you don't get a shiny, beautiful green motorcycle to play on. Sorry, unfortunately. So remember, everything that makes you afraid to do. Because it's funny, the seekers of the world are the ones who don't seem to want to do much. They want everything to show up because they asked for it, which is cool, but you have to do something to make that happen. So everything you've done to not allow yourself to do what it would take to create what you would like for you and for the world, will you destroy and create it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, pock, shorts, boys and meons, okay? And then the other thing that goes with that is there's access consciousness processing that gets you over your unwillingness to do, that gets you over your judgments, that gets you over the idea that what you truly desire can't actually show up. That's another part that can contribute, which is why I give you processes on these tour of consciousness. Okay, so the next thing is, what action can I take to create this? Or what can I do to create this? So that basically, in a nutshell, is a way of starting to create whatever it is you want to start to create in life, and actually having it start to work in a way that will hopefully actually not only be easy for you, but actually be fun for you. And when you start to see things show up, then you realize you can do it, and then you're off to the races and nothing will ever stop you again. Okay, so those are the tools for now. I hope they help you and assist you a lot. And what could inspire you today that you haven't even acknowledged? And what if you, truly being you, are the gift and the change this world requires? Thanks for being part of the TOC. I look forward to being with you next time. Bye, y'all.